It is 6 a.m. and we are your home for the Broncos right here on Denver 7.
Thursday night football, Broncos and Jets right here on Denver 7.
For Broncos country, it's a must-win game to have any hope of salvaging the season.
I'm Eric Lufer. Sure, the Broncos are 0-3, but we're talking primetime football tonight, and team morale seems to still be good, according to the head coach. We'll take a look.
Construction is booming in Denver, but it comes at a cost.
If you're the developer, then it's a beautiful thing. But if you're being displaced on the other side of it, it is a failure.
As one of the city's most culturally diverse neighborhoods is targeted for development, the community is fighting back.
Buy Back the Block is essentially trying to maintain the culture and historical significance of Walton Street.
Plus, work from home has lasted longer than anyone could have imagined. So should you be reimbursed for costs? New at 6, we go 360. Even if you're working from home, you can wear your Broncos gear today. We have our orange and blue on this morning to kick off our day-long team coverage. Good Thursday morning to you. Happy game day. I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Molly Hendrickson. Meteorologist Lisa Hidalgo is in her home weather center. Lisa, a perfect day for a Broncos win.
It is. It really is. It's going to be beautiful weather. And in fact, oddly similar, what we're going to see here is to what they're going to see there in New Jersey when the Broncos take on the Jets tonight. This morning, it's a chilly start. As you're stepping out the door, you're going to want that orange sweatshirt. We're going to be in the 30s and even 40s early this morning. Arvada and Golden both right now at 37, Littleton 38, Commerce City 39. Definitely cooler than where we were at the same time yesterday. So again, an extra layer, especially for your kids sitting at the bus stop. By it looks like noon, we'll be in the low to mid 60s, hitting highs right around 70 by 4 o'clock. So it is going to be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. We've got some upper 60s to near 70 covering northeastern Colorado. Really a pretty day. Still a little hazy. We'll take a closer look at some of the air quality advisories coming up. Plus, I'll show you when we're back in the 80s here, Jason, in just a few minutes.
And overall, a pretty good start. No lingering construction that is, planned construction that we have for the overnight hours that gets lifted by 5 or 5:30. We have some construction that continues on I-70 on the eastbound side going past E-470. We've seen this for the last couple of weeks. And can you see the flashing lights in the distance there? There is a serious crash east of E-470 by about a mile or so where Powhatan Road would cross I-70. There's no exit there, but you can see on the map how it's going to affect traffic a little bit for those folks coming into and out of the E470 area out there to the east. The rest of the drive on I-70 looks great. There will be an overnight closure that I'll have details for you coming up later on after the Broncos game that happens tonight here on Denver 7. The rest of the drive, it looks really good for us right now.
All right, thank you, Jason. Denver 7 is your home for everything Broncos today ahead of Thursday night football right here on Denver 7. Broncos hope to come away from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey with their first win of the season over the also winless New York Jets. We have team coverage this morning. Sports anchor Lionel Bienvenu has more on the new starting quarterback, Brett Rippon. Want to start with Eric Lufer, though, at team headquarters in Dove Valley this morning. This is a must-win game, to say the least. They got to get something going.
Brian, this is true, but unfortunately, odds not really on our side. According to oddshark.com, teams that start 0-3 since 1980 only have a 3.4% of making the playoffs. Let's just not think about that stat, because we're Broncos country, and we're gonna bring home a win. We're not going to start 0-4. Plus, this Thursday nighter is against another 0-3 team, the New York Jets, and home field advantage. It's not going to mean much for the Jets. The Broncos, they had 5,700 fans in the stands last Sunday. As of right now, no fans are allowed in MetLife Stadium at all. So there's a window of opportunity to get back on track, and head coach Vic Fangio recently talked about the morale of our Broncos, hungry for a win.
I think the morale of the guys is good. You know, we understand the situation we're in. We can't change anything that's happened. All we can do is look forward and prepare for our next game, which is coming here quickly on Thursday. And I think our attitude is good.
So what if we lose again? What if we start this season 0-4? Do we start talking about next year, the NFL draft? The worse the record, the better your draft pick? Absolutely not. We've got Drew Lock, who is eventually going to hit the field again, injured right now, but he's got to prove himself, let us know that he's the next franchise quarterback, and losing games will not do that. So we're still going to have some hope for our Broncos. Primetime football tonight. It's going to be a win. I'm Eric Lufer, Denver 7.
All right, I feel like you had a little bit better of an attitude when he had his festive Broncos sports jacket on. So go put that back on, Eric. Under center tonight for the Broncos will be relatively unknown quarterback Brett Rippon. This will be his first career NFL start. Denver 7 sports director Lionel Bienvenu has more on what we can expect.
Good morning, all. Welcome to game day. Ah, yes! There's no better day of the week than game day. In this case, it's game night. Thursday night football, Broncos and Jets right here on Denver 7. And we got to introduce you to Brett Rippon, the third starting quarterback for the Broncos this season. Now, we're going into game 4, so that's not best case scenario. It usually means you're 0-3. They are. The good news is Brett seems exactly to know what he's doing. He's very smart. Great football IQ. 24-year-old free agent wasn't drafted out of Boise State. He was signed to the practice squad. And now, after going 8 of 9 against the Bucs, they put him in. He's got a chance to prove himself once again and show he's got what it takes to make it in the NFL.
I just have to go out there and, prove people wrong. And, for me, I played this position for a long time. I played 4 years in high school. I played 4 years in college. So I've seen a lot of games. I've seen, got a lot of reps, seen a lot of defenses. And, I think that's probably my best quality is being able to understand defenses and think fast and get the ball out.
He executes well. He's quick-minded. He gets the ball out quickly, which I think is important. And he went in and did some good things. And so, that's what we're going to do moving forward. We're looking forward to putting the plan together for him to be able to go out and execute and, try to put that effort on the field and get a win.
He's quick-minded. That's what you got to be behind that offensive line to avoid a sack. All right, Thursday night football, kickoff 6:20. Complete pregame coverage starting at 4 o'clock and going right up to 6. And we got complete postgame coverage, too, right after the game is over. So Brett gets the start tonight. If he can get the win, then will Drew Lock be back for the next game, October 11th at New England? Look, there's a chance. But Broncos insider Troy Rank said it's probably going to be October 18th in Miami when Drew comes back from that sprained shoulder. So can Brett Rippon take this team, lead this team to 2 wins and be on a 2-game win streak by then? Is there still hope? Yes, they could also be 0-5. We will find out. That's the beauty of sports. You have no idea what's going to happen, but it all starts tonight against the Jets right here on Denver 7.
All right, thanks, Lionel. Troy says Rippon is a key to the game tonight, both in his performance and in the offensive line's protection of him. Troy has his list of the 7 keys to tonight's game, and you can find that right now on thedenverchannel.com.
Sports betting, we know, is legal in Colorado now, and there are some unusual bets making the rounds ahead of tonight's game. Here's Denver 7's Nick Rothschild.
In case you need a little extra motivation to watch tonight's Thursday night football stunner, and let's be honest, you probably do. How about we make things interesting? No, I'm not talking about betting the Broncos to win. Foolish. But I did find some prop bets that may pique your interest via sportsbetting.com. Brett Rippon making his first start, over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Doesn't specify to which team. Sneaky. You've also got over under 32.5 passing attempts. I'm telling you right now, if it's over 30, Vic Fangio may have an aneurysm. You can also put money on head coach Adam Gase getting his pink slip from the Jets if they lose to Denver. More time for tacos, I guess. All jokes aside, sports betting is booming, and it's growing fastest right here in Colorado. I've got a closer look at what could be a billion-dollar industry coming up during our Broncos pregame coverage at 5:30.
We are following breaking news overnight in Denver. Denver police are investigating a shooting at a 7-Eleven south of I-25 in Broadway. They say a man was shot, possibly from another car. They're now investigating whether an Uber was involved in this. We expect to get more details later today.